Today we're talking about running.
When someone runs a marathon,
When I first started running,
As like primal people go back to that stage of just running. The 70s where like the marathon became a big boom.
When you put on a pair of zips, you're off.
Jogging is one activity that leads to physical fitness.
People are trying to go outside, people are trying to canoe, people are trying to do physical things that are fun that they used to and kind of relive that kid-like freedom and or spirit.
Now I run for me because I really enjoy it.
For no particular reason, I decided to go for a little run. So I ran to the end of the road.
I'm Chris with Yin Yang and everything.
Boom, baby.
I don't want all of our topics to be about alcohol. I don't want you to think that the identity is alcohol, because that's not the case. And I know first impressions can also be lasting impressions, and that's not what you're going to get from me. It's not what you're going to get from Eric. What we care about and how we plan to maneuver is just do what we've been seeing with these running groups. Get build communities. Does it look like I run every day? No. Hell fucking no. But I think we can be the bridge between the people and their own individual community. The goal is to make sure that there's an open space for everyone and you feel heard and or you can communicate with people you are unlikely to communicate with. It's a cool thing. And I think a win for everyone. One of the things that I think as humans we all kind of crippled to is memory. And we hold on to so many thoughts for so long. And when we do things like that, we hold on to circumstances and we kind of relive them in our head throughout the day over and over again on a consistent loop. I say that to say we've been looking for community for so long and everyone's still kind of in that COVID mindset. Stay away from me. Well, maybe these people aren't for me because they don't look like me, talk like me, or like anything that I like. So everyone's still very reserved. I'm not saying that we're boxed in. Everyone's experiencing the world, how they choose to experience it. But we're all still kind of reserved. And I think so like with these groups, I think they're great. I think they're empowering, and I'm hoping that they're not so, I hope that we can get over the fear and just understand that even if they're not necessarily in our box or our group, it doesn't mean they're bad people. Maybe we can talk to them. Starts with a hi and then go from there. I don't want these groups to get to a point where like they're so powerful that they're so reserved and no one's ever to get close to them that they miss out on so many great opportunities. And that's what tends to happen. If I only like art and I'm only sticking to like my group or my artistic friends, what happens there? Well, I don't talk to any of my sports friends. I don't talk to any of my social media friends. I don't talk to a lot of people because there's barriers on all of them. And the goal is to not have those barriers. You always know if they ran a marathon because their shorts are way above their thigh, like way above their thigh. I mean, for the guys, like stuff is about to hang out and they got the little underwear like in the thing. And I know those are uncomfortable. They chafe. It's the whole thing. So yeah, you can always tell when they are really dirty shoes, but get it how you live. You know what's the nastiest thing about runners? And it's the nastiest thing is that they'll just pee and shit on themselves. They refuse to stop to keep their time. And I'm competitive. I am competitive. I shit you not. Well, not like these guys. I shit you not. Like, it's the nastiest thing. Like, bro, pull over, find a tree and grab a leaf. Like, are we really doing this? You're just going to shit and piss yourself and then continue to run? You're an asshole. That's nasty. I wouldn't even give you your banner or your medal. I would, because you definitely earned it. Run through shit. What I used to do whenever I was younger and like we get ready for a fight, we would schedule. I wouldn't run more than 20 minutes, but I'd break it up into 2 blocks. So it'd be like 40 minutes total of running. And whatever I would get in those 20 minutes is what I got. And then so you'd record your time. And then what you would do is you would keep that time. And your goal was to beat your time and keep going and keep going and going. What sport do you think has the most athleticism and or most athletic people, athletes? My opinion, boxers. And because it's more than just the physical, it's mental. And not saying other sports don't until a lot of mental, capacity or whatever the fuck. But what I do know is a lot of sports have teams. And I know in boxing, you're by yourself, whether you're with a team, quote unquote, or not. And I know when you're in the ring, the other guy is there to harm you. I mean, I guess UFC to an extent can kind of tag along with that. I'm not knocking football players. I get it. But you got a team and helmet. And you don't need too much brain to run through something, if we're being honest. And we are stupid. It just means that the mental capacity, we think differently. I think puzzles. I like puzzles. I like patterns. So I'm reading mannerisms. I see how you sit. I see your shoulders. I see what flinches. I'm watching your wrist. I'm wondering if you're turning your hips. I'm wondering if you're pivoting your feet. I'm wondering how you're breathing. I'm watching how your eye twitches. I watch everything. That's boxing. That's breaking it down. Running in general for sports has been very impactful. I mean, clearly it's the start. It's the foundation before you start like going into your profession. If you aren't running, go walk, find a trail, go enjoy the outside. We need to be mobile. We need to be active. That was whatever our intentions were ever since caveman days up until today. We understand that it builds social community, physical endurance, and equality, because you see all types of people joining groups, talking to each other and expanding and like yin yang and everything.